Well, didn't you just stumble upon one of the weirdest videos, YouTube channels you've ever discovered? Anyway, so those keen-eyed might have realized as I switched the camera around, I've switched machines around. Yeah. So, what has transpired within the last few hours, Piper of the Douglases? So what we did, we have a temporary fuel tank, as I think I covered in the last video. So yeah, I primed the line. So the pump was pumping enough just to get this thing to run like a bag of hammers, as they say. So the cab was up on that strap. So I basically drove it out like one of those little remote RC models. Cab was up there, but the joystick stayed down here. So I tripped the lever and the cab way up there and then walked this machine out and parked it in beside the blue tractor just over enough. Got the orange creature out behind. Oh geez. Oh gosh, I think I just lost a minute or two of my life. The stay is in there, but you still get nervous. I'll step out of here. Anyway, so got it out, walked this bugger back into here, popping and farting and making all kinds of noises, smoking like an absolute train. Got it to here. I was about to kind of sort of skiddly peep it over a little bit out of the way. That way I can do all the filters. Put the new fuel pump, which Mrs. Piper Doug kindly went and got me today. And yes, it's a facet pump. I was recommended this by Ed Goslin. And all the internet pages had all said facet's the best pump, especially in tough conditions. And a tracked skid steer, that's pretty tough, rough conditions to say the least. So, I didn't quite get it parked where I wanted to, but it's dead now. I need to go get the battery box and boost this battery up. I think the battery's on its last legs. It's got a little bit of a belly on it. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the new filters in. And I am going to put the new pump in, and I am going to get something a little bit more permanent set up for a pipe and a tank sitting here. That way I can have this machine moving around, because I need to be able to kind of set it over a bit. I actually want to try and drive it up onto some blocks, or at least jack it up onto some blocks with the big floor jack, because I need to get under it, because I need to drain that fuel tank. I need to find out if that tank just needs to be cleaned out or the tank needs to come out. Now, I was talking to a friend today who's over picking up bales. I don't think I got any footage of that. Billy, the guy that hauls in our shale. Hi, Billy. Because he said, and I was on the same train of thought at the exact same time. He said, you might need to just mount another fuel tank on it. Here. So yeah, basically would make up some brackets. That way when the cab does tilt up, it won't come back to the fuel tank, and then just like put a beer keg or something up here. Because I think I covered this in the last video. Yeah, you literally have to take both joysticks out. That one anyway. The floor, and you need to take most of the hydraulics off the pumps, because the tank is under this floor but above the belly pan, so it has to slide back and up and out. So if it is cracked, we have issues. Anyway. Oh, well, that happened when the cab fell down. Like I said, oh yeah, it's broken. Great. I got it in here, and I didn't realize that the tarp had come unhooked while it was bumping in and out on the ice. And then the wooden stay fell out and the whole cab came down as I was holding onto the joysticks. I jumped out of the way as it went boom, or it would have broke both my arms there. So that was good. That got the old pumping. So apparently I'm gonna have to just go ahead and do the old light bar. Yeah. Oh, that sucks. Where did the part go? Probably never find it in this mess. Anyway, so one of the other points to where I was rambling on to get that tractor back to work, get its loader on, was I need this out. The pans are starting to get water in them, and we don't want water in the pans for most reasons. Number one, we don't want the babies drinking that water. So this needs to get out. And as in true Shire Piper Doug fashion, it needs fixed. Because I blew up the tires at the end of last year while I was using it. And this tire completely and utter kablooied. So I'm going to try and find 4 solid wheels for this. Because I'm sick and tired of dealing with this having slow punctures and hard to move around, especially because it gets dragged along the feed rail. These tires get dry rot in them, they're really cheap. So yeah, I'll just get solid wheels for it, and that way I never have to worry about it again. But yeah, this needs to come out. So, Tuesday night. It's actually Wednesday morning now. I'm gonna go do a last check and then I'm done for the night. We had 3 babies today. So you saw number 25. In the last video, we've had 26 and 27. So we're at 27 right now. Woo! See you tomorrow, guys. This shows you just how bad it gets. So that's about a foot here, and I'm almost to the concrete. So it's lower at the front, and then you get that ridge. So I would perfectly start throwing it into the spreader and taking it out to the field, but just gotta get it taken down. Isn't that right, Baba Plots? Yeah. Yeah, never a dull moment of the Shire. Tank just calved, and not naturally. She got to the nose, she stopped. She couldn't get any further. I put the chains on. We got all the way out to the midriff, quite easily. And then at the pelvis, he was not coming anymore. So we got the machine out, and it took a little while, but we got him out. Tank is not getting up. Her pelvis has seems like it's come apart. So she's trying to get up. She can get up on her feet, but she will not stay up for very long because you can see where her pelvis and her spine are not clicking back together yet. But we're scared she's gonna land square on this big bugger. Oh gosh, he has got to be all of 130. Tank never has trouble having calves, even big calves. But she was not passing this one. Oh, like I said, he is not small. So we're gonna put him in the hot box. I'm gonna turn the heat on for a little while, not for too long, just to get his core up, and then we will give him a bottle to get him started. He's a hell of a calf, like we thought he was dead. We gave her a good 40 minutes, 45 minutes. The water bag still wasn't burst until I put the chains on him. Like his nose was coming out, her back end, and the water bag was still tight. I had to fight, of course I didn't have my knife with me. I had to fight to bust that water bag and get him out. Oh, barely fits in the sled. Okay, well, I gotta deal with this, so. Oh, and did I mention, we had another snowfall. Oh, only about a single inch, you know. Just to lubricate, to get the sled, to get that big baby in the workshop. Mom is still not up, but she's seeming a bit more active. She is not happy with me, but anyway. So yeah, he took his bottle, took his prenatal pill. He is ravenous. Got to keep him in that box, because if not, he's gonna destroy my workshop. Gotta turn this off. Make sure he hasn't turned over the box. Oh my gosh. And I tell you, it is nice to have this thing back in action. Oh, what a night. 3 babies today again. Yeah, there's supposed to be another little chance of snow here coming, so awesome. Oh, screen, sorry. So yeah, that's the first round of the top of it chipped off. We're not quite down to concrete yet, but Crap Mountain is taking shape. Don't recommend skiing on this black diamond. Yeah. Okay, seems like the snow is beginning to stop. So yeah, 4 or 5 inches is enough for us, this wet stuff. So I'm gonna get these guys fed the other half of their daily bale. And then they need a bale, and then they need a bale, and they need bedded. Tank. Amazingly, Tank is on her feet. Well, was on her feet. She's laying down right now. Put baby back with her. Still not. He still hasn't drank from her, but she's they're bonding, so he got another half bottle this morning, so we'll keep an eye on them. And baby 31 or 32 is up at the back there, so yeah, that's not right, mama flops. Yeah, little creatures. Okay, so can arm water trough. I think it's 15 years old, this one. As you can tell, it needs a new box, which is not a huge deal, but if you remember from earlier in the winter, we were having troubles with this freezing up, and it was to do with the hot air access, because as you know from the factory, they come with 2 holes in this plate to let hot air come up to the valve to keep it from freezing. But then if this whatever reason sticks and this overflows into there, it'll mess the whole box up. So there you go. You can put both in, but I only put one in right now to see if it works, and it works perfectly. It has not frozen up since, and we've had minus 35 since then. So, can arm improvements 101, snorkels. Can arm, if you're watching this, you need to make these. Yep. Now some will be asking, but Piper Doug, you have the big steam washer. Why are you not steam washing out the drains? Well, today is to be the last pretty warm day, and then we're back to freezing. And I don't want to be setting up the pressure lines and then having to take them all back into the shop because they're braided lines. Oh, there's our latest little baby. This is 36th baby born. So yeah, I don't want to be getting the pressure washer stuff. We have a plan to get it where it's easier to set up and take down, but for now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to pump that to here and then pump this out to there, and then we're good. But we just need that puddle down. That puddle needs to be down because we don't want these babies drinking that water. Okay. Oh yeah. And props where props is due. This is BCP. This is his idea. Got an old oil pail that's got cracks and stuff. No use for hauling any oils or whatever. So I just drilled a whole bunch of 1/2-inch holes around the base. A few up underneath. Enough that it will bring in fluid quick enough for that red line pump to keep up with. And yeah, we'll pull her down. Like I said, it's to turn freezing, so I just want this, A, I want the water gone, and B, I don't want this skating rink to be here once it does freeze up. Because you get fresh cab cows, you all know what can happen. They can go down. So, once the next cold flash is past, we're supposed to be pretty safe. See, this is royalty right here. This is Jetstar. So, gorgeous heifer cab again. She loves throwing heifers. Yeah, see, she's got one more year. Her sister, actually, she goes to the retirement pen this year, but... And there's Tank, and there's Tank's big luck, and he is on the teat now, so that's good. I know, sweetie. Okay. So yeah, you can still hear the pump going in the corrals. It's 1 a.m. It is Saturday morning? I don't know. These days all just blur into one. Yeah, nothing in here. Oh, levitating. So not just to drop the oil out of this to do a full service on it. I'm dropping all the pans. That way I can get a right good look through everything, clean everything out. The one thing I have noticed, one of the plates, the bolt sheared off. I don't think they've been dealt with much of anything, and yes, there's that. I am going to just have a quick check while you're all here. That's oil, that's not diesel. So all of that wetness must just be from these joysticks. So, seeing as we don't have, the tank's not leaking, but the whole premise of this is we're going to unhook. We're going to do the drain plug and the drain away, the fuel. What do you call it? The pickup tube? It's not a pickup tube because it comes out the bottom of the tank. We're going to drop everything out of the fuel tank. We're going to rinse it out 2-3 times. And I still haven't heard back from anybody if there's some sort of a screen or weird pickup tube type thing in the bottom of the tank. As far as I know, it's just open because there's screens everywhere under here. So that's where we're at with this. Like I said, I'm going to drain the fuel tank, rinse it out, and then we're going to change all the fluids and all the filters, and then we will install the Facet fuel pump, which was any of the YouTube videos I watched, they all recommended that pump. And Ed Gosling also, talking to him, he said you can't go wrong with Facet fuel pumps. They're in all of the best older iron around North America. So that's what's going to go down here, because this did run, but it ran like a bag of hammers, so I'm pretty sure that pump is short. It was running, I got it running, but it's not great. So new pump's going in, and so yeah, I am going to go out, check on the pump, see how much fuel is left in it, maybe do a little walk around. So yeah, our third 2-year-old heifer calved. She actually was one of the heifers I did not even think was in calve. Yeah, I don't know where she was carrying the calf, because it was a good sized black and white Brockle bull calf. You'll probably see it tomorrow in one of the next clips. So, wow, I really am messing up the lens on my camera. Tomorrow's supposed to be colder, so hopefully the water's going to stop running so we can get caught up in the pans. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow, guys. go. Well, if you've all been watching BCP Farm and Trucking's YouTube videos, he's talking about flooding. He ain't joking. I've never seen the snowpack melt this quick, even though it's not that warm. Case in point. Yeah, that's half a corral. And I have drains in here. There is drains. But it's still so cold that they're frozen. But apparently the stuff on the surface didn't get the memo. It's all melting. There's a lake out the back. There's a lake here. There's a lake at that one. I had, as you saw in the previous clips, I had the pump running in here. As you can see, the water has got higher since then. It was pumping to there. It has got higher. So, I now have the pump running at the loop there where the bales are and the big orange tractor sitting to stop the water coming in here. So at least that is happening right now. It's stopping more water coming in. Now, I just have to stop, hey sweetie, I just have to stop this before it freezes up into a sheet of absolute skating rink. And these babies, I don't want them hustling in that. Oh, and we got Pepper's going mental. And one baby today. First timer, 3-year-old up there. Oh, good. So the south bends are not so bad. They're starting to melt, but not too bad. But this is pretty bad. So I'll bring you back and show you how the road is looking outside. How's y'all's drive home going in this lovely springtime? Good? Yeah? Okay, well, Christina came home for a stay last night and I had to go get her from the local town because her car could not get here. And it's technically not even spring yet. Yeah. No direction from our house to the highway is passable with car or small SUV. You need trucks. Well, how's your Saturday night going? I think tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, so happy St. Patrick's Day, even though you will have had it by the time you are watching this. So what are we doing tonight? It is currently approaching 1 AM, so I've still got to do last check. And we're taking down this wall that I spent so much time putting up. But yeah, like I said, it's middle of March, so there's probably only one, maybe two good snowfalls from this point forward, but we should be through the bulk of the bad temperatures. Try and point the camera where you're driving, Doug. Yeah, just so everyone knows, this tractor is not perfect yet. It's still got issues. As you can hear, the hydraulics are very noisy. So I'm still adamant that there's something wrong in the proportioning valve on this tractor, because if you're reversing or going forward and lifting the loader and then you turn the steering, the loader will stop. So there's something going on in the hydraulics. Now, I gave them all of my data books and I still have to get them back. And they tested the hydraulics, but they didn't have the loader on. And they said everything was within range. I don't know what that means, but they said it's within working, operating range. So, but I do know when it's cold, it's worse. So if ever anybody out there in YouTube land has any input onto that, I'd be much appreciated, because like I said, it's a little bothersome. Because I can't do it because I'm filming at the moment. Like I said, if I'm turning and lifting the load at the same time, I don't get to have all three, like actually driving, steering, and loadering, which I should be able to. Anyway, so I'm gonna get this wall taken down because I need it out of the way so I can get this water run here opened up, because we're gonna be blowing out all of the water over the next couple of days, and I don't want these bills to get ruined. So get after it. So this drain seems to be running somewhat. If it does, it's great. If not, I don't care, because I just need it out of that pen. Yeah, I have one hose which is over by the lagoon, which that pump normally runs. It's buried in the snow. It's not the greatest hose. It has leaks in it. It's an old hose because I'm not going any closer. It's too noisy. But this pump used to be the sprayer pump for the farm, and then the hose was what was left over when my brother changed the farm sprayer system over to 3-inch pumping hose. So it was all just kind of sitting around. So I've got this pump back up and running, as you'll have seen in previous videos from years gone by when that's running at the lagoon. So I emergency had to run to the co-op yesterday, and they had 2 of these 25-foot sections. So that saved us a pile running to Brandon to go and get a length of it. So they've ordered more in, but this will keep me going. Like, I got this bit of pipe here to get us over the hump. That way we can drain that. Tomorrow's supposed to be warm, so hopefully we'll get these drained down pretty good before the big freeze up, because we've got one more big freeze up before it starts getting warm again. So yeah, we've had 3 babies again today. Punisher is over there. I will take you guys over and show you her baby. Beautiful Brockle boy. And we've got a 2-year-old first timer and scrap that. We've got a 3-year-old first timer and a 3-year-old second timer up in the pens in that pen. And we're watching them close because both of them are being a little bit silly. But okay, keep at it. I don't want to bugger because Punisher is not a fan of people. Now there's the Brockle. Mrs. Piper Doug's calling him Rocky. You want to see why? It's okay, Mama. Because he's got a black eye. And you can see why Mum's called Punisher. Cool markings. Oh, he's a wee soldier. Sitting with Leia's Mum. Hey, Bubba. So yeah, 3 today, and I'm pretty sure we're not done. There's a couple kind of off statuing And then there's a couple in the second timer's pen that are getting jiggy with it. Bring you back. Here's Big Boy. Little bugger's got to be close to 150 pounds already. Just a beast. Oh, my Allie. She just did a rock star. Brand new baby. Big baby boy. Hi, sweet Allie. And then Ginny went and just had a baby too. So that's 5 on the day. So 2 days ago we had 5. Yesterday we had 1. So yeah, getting through her. That's 43 births so far. Had a girl, Jenny, another big red calf too. I don't think she's gonna be the only one born today. I think we'll be at 6 before long. Yeah, big calf. Oof, big mama. The sun sets on you there, kiddo, eh? Yeah, that's one of Mrs. Piper Doug's happers. She's got all the red happers. That one right over there, and there's another one up in the corner somewhere. Yeah. And if Jenny's calf, that deep red, is a happer, it won't be leaving either. Yep. So we're gonna get some zoomies. So yeah, we're starting to get, tomorrow's supposed to be warm, so we're gonna get the rest of this water out. Oh, let's get her. Okay, gosh. 2 babies, this is Monday. We've had 2 babies this morning already. 3 babies this morning already. And then there's number 4. And it's 1 p.m. Baby number 3 disappeared. I'm looking everywhere for it. I'm starting to panic because I've been putting out feed. You know, you get worried that you run over a baby. And then you see this. Hi, Pugsley. This is Casper's baby. Casper is quiet, but Casper's not happy because her baby is in here. So yeah. Okay, we got a lot of tagging and a lot of moving to do. Oh yeah, and the ram is dead, that truck. It's something's gone wrong where it's got lots of charge, all the rest of it, but the starter will only do a click in, click out. So, yes, sweetie, I'll get your cab back for you. So how's your drama going today? It is Monday. I think it's the 18th. Yeah, it's 18th. So, we are holding firm at 4 babies today so far, 5 yesterday. Everybody's processed that needs processed. The 2 that were in here, one was a second timer, one was a first timer, both 3-year-olds. They are across the road to the big crew. So the first to make the transition this way is here, and this is Tank. And if you guys have been up to date so far on this episode, this is the girl that she has, for all intents and purposes, broke her pelvis. She's not that old of a cow, but if you look across the back there, you'll notice one hip bone is lower than the other. Yeah, it's not good. Plus, she's got that monster calf to look after. So, we are bringing her here. Well, problem is we still have a lot of here. Out of 20, there's 5 across the road so far. This young lady is one of a crew that calved last year and have the absolute devil in them. So we brought Tank over here. It was a very long, slow walk. Me and Mrs. Piper Doug walked her and Big Boy over. Going great. Got them in the gate. Next thing, a crew of them started pushing her, shoving her, jumping on her, and almost knocked her over. And so we had to rescue her and put her up in this pen to stop her from getting hurt. Big boy? Oh, he's big boy. So what are we doing? What are we doing, Snuffy? Yeah, you're a bugger. We are digging this gate out, this one here, because it's too much to take her back out and round and in here. So we're gonna slip her through here in with the first timers. These girls here won't know what to do with Tank, and they won't be able to do to her. So she'll be safe in here with Big Boy. Biggest problem we'll have is Big Boy stealing off of the heifers, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. But hoping once most of these bahids have calved and gone through, we can slip Tank and her boy back into here, because this is where she belongs, as she will be going to the retirement pen, the paddock. So yeah, I gotta chip this gate out. So this comes back to where the designs are going. So if I'd covered this before, I'm covering it again. We're going to strip these boards off the inside of this building, and we're going to put those big 2x8 big boards along the back here. And then kind of like what BCP has, he has a sliding door. We're going to put one here. And then that way we'll have a maternity pen, pen. As you can see, we had to make a jerry-rig pen here as well. So we'll put in kind of what like Straight Pipe Acres has. We'll get one of those. I'd like to get Arrowquip, one of their maternity pens, because I really like their gear. It's very well made, and they're very good folk to work with. A little bit of news coming in a future video to do with Arrowquip. So yeah, but for now I've got to chip this gate out to get it swung to let her through here. She's not happy, and you can tell she's in a lot of pain too. There's nothing we can do for her. Literally nothing. You can give her some shots of pain meds, but that's it. So anyway, gotta get on. Okay, so now we're playing leapfrog. Just want to drop this little puddle out over there, drop this little puddle out over there, and then we're done. It's to freeze tonight, not to get much, close to thawing tomorrow, and then that's us for a week. So, because if this is gone, you see it's doing this, heading over there. So we've got a little bit of a back soak here. If I can drop this and then pull the last out of there, we should be ahead of this, just bed it up for the next week. Yeah. Well, it's at that time of the week. It is, it's Tuesday morning now. I don't know, it's like 1, I think it's like 1 in the morning. Oh gosh, what happened this week? I don't know, I can't remember what you all just watched. Yeah, not a lot got done to this, sadly. Like as you can see, it's levitating. So, fuel filter is changed. The new air filters are sitting there, ready to go in. So I've got a small plate at the back and a big plate under the engine to drop. That way I can do the service on the engine while I'm rinsing out the fuel tank. So that's where this is at. The old pump, which is still right there, it's getting replaced. So the other thing that has transpired, yeah, you can't see anything for here. The dually, the ram, is sitting dead in the driveway. Starter motor. They think it's a starter motor, they're not sure. They're sending a guy over from Jody's in the morning. I just don't have time to look at it. Yeah, it's plugged in, batteries are charged up. You press the button to start it. I don't like those press button starts. I like a key. You press the button and it goes clunk. It's like the solenoid hits the starter and it stops. It doesn't commit to anything. So they were waiting on a new starter coming in today. I don't know if they can't rebuild, like put solenoids on starters on these trucks. I don't know. I've never worked on one. So like I said, I don't have time to play around with it because as you can see, I already have enough broken things around here. But lucky enough, I have 2 Fords sitting in the driveway. So one of them is my Chariot right now. So yeah, not being endeared to the Dodge life, I'll put it that way. So hopefully that's gonna get done today. Bit of bad news tonight. My neighbor, 1 mile straight east of here, sent me a picture of a bred heifer that was torn to bits. So apparently we have a cougar in our neighborhood. Wildlife and Fisheries came out and did a positive ID on the tracks and on the damage to the cow. So yeah, there's an active cougar in the area besides the hybrids and the coyotes. So now we have to pack weaponry when we're doing nighttime checks for new babies and be on the guard. So that's awesome. Anyway, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go do my last check because I haven't stopped tonight at all because I was running the pumps as you saw. Tomorrow's to be around about 0 and then we're supposed to be back in the freezing for a week, which is okay with me. We can do with that. We don't need any more snow, but the temperature we can do with freezing. Anyway, so I'm gonna go do a walk around, and if I don't bring you back, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching, everybody. I really do like communicating with everybody in the comment section, and my little channel just keeps growing 1 or 2 at a time. Well, it goes up 1 or 2 and then drops down 3 or 4 and goes up 1 or 2 and goes up 1 or 2 and drops down 3 or 4. It's just like a roller coaster. It's kind of like farming. Anyway, so I'm hoping, yeah, rolling right along. 47 births on the farm. We're at -1 right now, but I'm pretty sure we'll make that back up. So yeah, 47 cows have calved here at the Shire. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hope to see you next week. Stay safe out there, everybody. Watch out for them cougars.